So if this video won't be the longest video I've ever uploaded on YouTube, I think it's going to be the second longest video I've uploaded in YouTube, because I want this to be more of a conversation. I want this video to be authentic, pure, vulnerable, and very informative. I want to hear your side. What are your goals for 2022? I want us to use this video as a reflection for 2021. I want us to look on the things that worked for you, the things that served your progress, the things that did not serve your progress. You know what I say, what can be measured can be improved. I want us to measure our progress in terms of our goals and visions. What vision did you have for 2021? Were you aligned with that vision? Were you aligned with your purpose? Do you feel like you lived your potential this year, or you feel like you could have done more? That's how I feel personally. I feel like I think it was during the year, in fact, where I felt like I could do more on YouTube. I could offer more than I'm currently offering. So I think in the last 5 or 6 videos, that's what I've been trying to be aggressive on, try to put on the best videos possibly as I can. So, and I think I've been doing that quite well, because I feel proud of the videos that I've released in the last 5 weeks or so. I feel proud of those videos that I released, because those videos were authentic, those videos were pure and very vulnerable. I think in terms of creating content, that's where you need to start. If you want to make it big on creating content, I think it's very important that you bring that authenticity, you being honest. If you don't know something, you don't know. If you know something, you know. Approach that with a student mindset. Don't be someone who speak like they have it all figured out. And I think that way you love creating content. You will be more enthusiastic to create than to approach this with, I know it all, I don't have to be told what to do. Because as content creators, first of all, we improve based on what we hear from our audience. So that way I think you'll be more successful as a content creator, approaching this with a student mindset. In terms of life, I think in the last 2 years I was faced with a lot of challenges like everyone else. We had our car being repossessed, our business car being repossessed this year. We had to start another business just to survive. And one thing that I've learned is to be human. When things goes well, do not think that you're unbreakable, you're in control and all that, but understand that we're all trying to figure out life. We're all human beings at the end of the day. Things will happen, so have grace with yourself. Do not blame yourself, do not exaggerate problems, and understand that every problem shall pass, even joy pass, so is pain. So once you understand that, you will be peaceful with any challenges that you face in life. This year I think it was a very humbling experience. My prayer at some point was, God, please, may you do not bless me until you purify me. Because when I started on this personal development journey, I always thought that I'm unbreakable, I'm in control, and all those things. And once you get trapped into that mindset, you start to think that some people are lazy, they're not doing enough, because things are working out for you. So in the last 2 years, I think God was answering that prayer for me. I think this year I've understood that we're all trying to figure out life. We're all doing our best to go through life. So we shouldn't judge one another, but we should uplift one another at some point. So that's what I've learned this year. All it takes in whatever situation that you are faced with is being hopeful. Be someone who's very optimistic. See beyond that situation. Don't be someone who, when they are faced with life challenges, they feel like their life is going to end or end something. But be someone who's 100% sure that this too shall pass, because it will. Don't make wrong decisions because you are faced with a temporary situation. Always think with That's how you approach life. That's how you approach life challenges. Always think of the consequences of your choices throughout difficult situations. Because at the end of the tunnel, there's light. And the light for me was throughout all these challenges that I faced, I was able to start my journey with investing. I have invested in cryptocurrency. I have paid attention to learn about investing. So I've always wanted to start this journey, but I never thought I would start this journey at a verge or at the edge of giving up. Because at some point this year, I felt like, you know what, maybe I should just give it all up because nothing was working. I had no constant income. Like, I was someone who was in a difficult spot because everything seemed like it will not change. And to be honest, it's okay to feel like giving up at some point in your life. But one thing that I want to remind you is, you human man, do not feel like you're not enough or lose respect because of that or blame yourself. You're enough, trust me, and you deserve to love yourself despite all the challenges that you face. Do not feel like just because you don't seem to find a solution for whatever problem that you are faced with, that you're not enough. You are enough. Despite of that, remember that. Enough of challenges. Let's talk about 2022. And remember, guys, to leave a comment. I want this to be more of a conversation than me just talking all the way in. I want this to be a conversation. I want to hear your side. I'm very interested in what you have for 2022, what you have learned about your 2021, the things that you want to improve in 2022, the things that you want to bring into 2022 that served you well in 2021. For me, I think for 2022, I think the most important thing for me is to bring my authentic self in everything that I do, in my work. That's why I feel so proud with the work that I've just released in the last 5 or 6 weeks, because those work, as I just mentioned, were very authentic. So I feel like I have some parts of me that I've been holding back because of fear. I don't know, fear of what? Fear of rejection, maybe. I don't know yet, but I feel like I've been like trapped into this perfection mindset that I present this perfection self in everyone that I meet, or whether I create content or something. So I want to break free from that. I just want to be me. I want to be myself. I want to bring the most vulnerable self in everything that I do, whether I'm having a conversation with someone, whether I'm releasing a content. I just want it to be as pure, authentic as possibly as I can, because that's what people connect with. People connect with the authentic self. They can see when you're capping. They can see when someone is fake. I myself, I can see that when someone is not true to themselves. I can see, and I feel like I've been in that position for a while, where I just don't want to reveal some parts of my life. And it's crazy because I was having a conversation with someone, and for a while I think they saw that through me, that this guy is like not showing some parts of vulnerable self. And she told me straight to, like, be honest with me, do not do this and this and this and this. And I really appreciate that. I always tell my friends that I appreciate more feedback more than compliments. Like, I really, really, even though at some point it hits that ego, but you improve on that. When someone tells you straight, like, bro, I know that you're lying. I know that's not the truth to yourself. I know that you're not like this. You start to rethink everything. That's what happened to me. I started to rethink everything, and I wanted to start bringing that true self, my authentic self, my vulnerable self. And so far, I love the journey because people connect with that. And I think it's very important that we present our authentic self, because when you present your authentic self, you really attract the people that really like that self, unlike just presenting that fake self, and people fall in love with that, and only to find that when they get to meet you, that's not what they fell in love with. You are not the person that they thought you were, and now they start to lose respect. So my second goal, to be specific, for 2022, I have a lot of them, but just want to mention a few. It's being aggressive on investing in crypto, building my savings, because one thing that I want to share with you guys on this is, when you see people ignoring something, please pay attention, be curious, because what I've noticed is most people avoid things because of the fear of not understanding on that thing. So in most cases, when people don't understand something, they always choose to write it off. You see? So you need to be paying attention, especially to things most people have written off. For a long time, I've written off crypto. I've declared crypto as scam, just like everyone else. I've been told about crypto since 2018, since 2017 or 2018, if I'm not mistaken. But I started investing in crypto this year. Just imagine if I paid attention at that time, 2017, crypto, like most coins were at the lowest of the lowest prices. So how much would I have today? Maybe I would have reached that financial destination that I aspire to reach. But because of ignorance, because of the fear of not understanding something, because of the fear of not being certain of the outcome, I written that thing off, just like everyone else. If people write something off, or if they ignore something, please, I'm begging you, pay attention to that thing. Be curious. Write off the things that everyone is interested in. If everyone is interested in something, don't think about it. Pay attention to the things that most people are not interested in. So that's what that's what I did this year. I told myself that I'm going to pay attention to this thing. I'm going to learn about this thing. Even though I'm not certain about the outcome, I'm going to pay attention to this thing. And it's crazy how much fortune this can bring, just by being curious, just by starting. Yes, some of the things might take time to make sense, but you need to start learning about that thing. If you don't understand something, just learn about it. I didn't understand crypto. I was not even a numbers person. I didn't understand YouTube. I didn't understand how to edit videos. I didn't know how to face screen just like this. But I learned about it. If it scares you, learn about it. Don't start, just learn about it. Get some resources and learn about it. That's how you reduce that fear. That's how you go past through that barrier of not starting. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was very insightful for you, and if it was, please make sure to subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment. My dream for 2022 is to make sure that I only release content that will add so much value into your life. So please make sure to stay with me by subscribing so that you don't miss anything, and please make sure to check other videos on skills development, habits, and productivity that I promise you that they are going to change your life for good. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next piece of content.